Hi, I'm Bill Culhane along with Stephen Hetzel from Bid Prime. Recent estimates that we've seen are that Hurricane Harvey is going to be the costliest disaster in United States history. You've seen the numbers between $150 and $190 billion. Here in the state of Texas, the Department of Public Safety, they're estimating that there are in the neighborhood of 50,000 homes that have been impacted by some kind of flood damage. I suspect that number is going to rise as assessments are being made over in southeast Texas and along the Texas border as well. Of course, and unfortunately, the reality is that we're still in hurricane season. Hurricane season runs from the middle of May till the end of November. And as I'm sure some of you are aware, Hurricane Irma right now is out in the open Atlantic and is tracking westward. Here at Bid Prime, you can go into virtually any office and find somebody on our team who's been impacted directly by Hurricane Harvey, whether it's a family member, friends. My wife Tracy grew up in the city of Houston. A couple of cousins who live east of Houston, their homes destroyed. Stephen and Josh, our two co-founders here at Bid Prime, grew up in the greater Houston area. Marty, a friend of our company, while he grew up in San Antonio, he has many family and friends in the city of Houston as well. One of the things here at Bid Prime that we see ourselves serving is to connect governments who are in need, and clearly there are a number of governments here in the state of Texas who are going to have needs in the coming days, coming weeks, coming months, and maybe even years, frankly. Well, we see our role in helping. And one way that we help is by connecting governments with businesses, with vendors, with contractors who can provide the necessary equipment, services, solutions. And Stephen, as we look at the short term here, there will be a number of requests out there.
That's right, Bill. There are a number of term contracts already in place that would fill some of these needs that they need in the short term. So this is for shelter, for supplies, for debris cleanup, basic flood cleanup. Can they fulfill to the level of magnitude that is Hurricane Harvey? Probably not. And that's where FEMA would come in and hopefully disperse the funds that would be needed to fill the gaps that these other existing term contracts and short-term solicitations really won't be able to fill.
In part because of our connection with so many people who have been impacted by Hurricane Harvey. Earlier this week, during our podcast, The Big Bid Theory, we visited with a number of experts and people actually on the ground in Houston who shared stories, their stories with us. And one of the gentlemen is Dr. Rodney Rohde from Texas State University, who's our kind of resident public health expert, and he talked about the potential health impact. We also visited with a representative of the Red Cross. She talked about the reality right now are providing safety and shelter. Those things are being addressed. Also, from H2O Partners right here in Austin, Texas, we visited with an expert on disaster recovery. We also visited with three gentlemen directly involved in rescue efforts in the city of Houston. Two of those gentlemen are over in southeast Texas right now. As we close, we want to applaud all the businesses, all the people, everybody who's been involved in trying to help their fellow man. We salute you and a tip of the cap. And for everyone impacted by Hurricane Harvey in any shape or fashion, please know that everyone here at Bid Prime extends our thoughts and prayers.